Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. Happy Vlogmas Day 24. I'll apologize for the camera work. Again, like yesterday, I forgot part of my tripod, so I actually have to literally hold the camera the whole time. Um, so I apologize for that. But again, you probably don't watch my videos for camera work. Actually, some of you have told me you don't even watch them. You just listen to them like white noise in the background, which I totally get. um, so we'll do a little recap of what happened last night. Then today, a couple thoughts about Vlogmas and the impact it's made on me this season, and a little bit about what I'm expecting tomorrow. So I'll start with last night. I did go to Daiso. I mentioned it last night to pick up a few things. I went to Daiso and then to Target. I really love the two people that are in my pairing. There's three of us on a pairing. And so I was at Daiso and I saw these little Santa Claus mittens. They look like Santa Claus hats, but they're just mittens instead. And they were just like $3 a pair. And they were big, like oversized, meant to be sort of like Christmas stockings, I think. And so I got two pair of those, and I went around Daiso and I just picked up a whole bunch of stuff for Myron. His name is Myron, not whatever I said his name was yesterday. Myron, and for Kelsey. I picked up a bunch of little knickknacks and little fun things that Kelsey and I had talked about. Went to Target and picked up a couple little things. And I made sort of little Christmas stockings, but they were Christmas mittens instead. And just put together a little gift bag and a little sort of Christmas stocking idea for the two of them. And I gave them to them today because I was really tired of carrying them around in Daiso bags. And it was fun. I hope I didn't make it awkward for them. I mean, because we didn't plan on exchanging gifts or anything, and it may have been a little awkward for them because I know I would have been a little awkward receiving something. So, oh well, tough. They'll have to feel awkward. I really enjoyed giving them a little gift because they've really made this trip really nice. And it didn't cost me a lot of money. It wasn't like I hemorrhaged cash on this, but it was just Daiso. So it was nice. It was nice. I gave that to them today. Last night, hardly got any sleep at all. Then this morning, we had a 5:10 show, and our hotel's like a 25-minute drive away from the airport, so we had to wake up really, really early. We flew from Seattle to Las Vegas. We sat in the airport for 3 hours. Well, technically 2 hours because the other hour, the third hour, primarily most of it was spent during the boarding process for our next leg. So we had a 2 hour sit, really. Yesterday I asked your opinion. I asked your opinion as to should I go home, let Buddy into the apartment, and let him get used to being in the apartment by himself for 24 hours, 26 hours. And many of you said yes, and I think I will do that. But today I was not positive that I could get off the aircraft, get to an Uber home, find Buddy, get him in the apartment, love him as much as I wanted to, and then get another Uber, which would cost me $12, $13 each way, mind you. And that's like money I'm not really willing to throw at an Uber. And then get back to the airport in time to get to the crew room, grab my luggage, and run to the gate. So I wasn't sure if I could do that without being late for my trip. So I decided to stay home in the airport and hope that Buddy managed okay. I'm sure he did fine. I'm sure he did fine. I just miss him. So I'll see him tomorrow morning. Let's see. And today we got to Atlanta. The flight from Vegas to Atlanta was totally lovely. Our guests are just amazing. The best part of my job are our guests, the people who entrust us with their safety to get them from point A to point B, and they're just amazing. And our guests today were really fantastic. Lot of little families, a lot of wonderful little families, and great kids. Not one of them misbehaved or cried. One little girl, her ears were hurting. It was her first flight, and she wasn't used to the pressure. The only fly in the ointment, besides my beard being so scraggly, is we had a flight attendant that was non-revving in uniform, which is the crux of the problem here. She was non-revving from Vegas to Atlanta. She's based in my base, and I've flown with her. She's nice. She's a nice girl. I have had no problems working with her, but she was non-revving in uniform, and mid-flight, one of my flight attendants that were working in the back came up and asked if we had a manifest. We did, so we could get her full name, because a couple passengers, she's interacted somehow with a couple of our guests in the back of the aircraft in a way that was apparently to them very rude, very rude. And she had used a tone up in front with me that with one of my guests when we were boarding that made me go like, whoa, girl. I didn't say it because I didn't want to start a problem in the front of the aircraft, because I think it would have been a problem. But a number of our guests wanted her name to write a report to my airline. And, typically you want to stand up. You want to stand up for your flight attendants. You all want to be on the same team. But apparently she was pretty bad to them in the back. And my other flight attendant in the back got her name, and she gave the guest this flight attendant's name. I don't know if I would have done it, given her my name by chance. If it were my situation, I'm not sure. Maybe. I am a big fan of being held accountable, because I don't know there's a problem. If I don't know there's a problem. You know what I mean? Maybe she doesn't know there was a problem, but she was pretty bad, apparently. And she said one thing to one of my guests when they were boarding. She said something, well, I won't even say what she said because it was rude. So that was the only fly in the ointment, and it was small, but to our guests that want to complain, it was not a small thing. We saw them when we were leaving the aircraft and walking through the airport, and they said thank you for the information, because they weren't letting it go. And I stopped because I was lead. I didn't even know the problem existed, but I was like, I am so sorry this happened. Please know that this won't. I hope this doesn't happen again. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your day better, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, it's not you. It's not you. And I said, it kind of is, because we're in uniform. We are all behaving as if we should be on the same team. And when we're not, it's a problem. So I do apologize. And she was pleasant. She was very nice. Whatever. Well, we got to the hotel. And if you saw the thumbnail for this video, you'll see that I packed a 2-foot tall Christmas tree with lights, garland, little plastic clear icicles that I like a lot, and little miniature ornaments. And I decorated a Christmas tree in my hotel room. So tonight, when I do finally get to sleep, I'm going to go to sleep looking at Christmas lights on a little Christmas tree. I did this because I needed tonight a small injection of Christmas spirit. I think I have a splinter on my finger and it's killing me. So I'm going to, in a few minutes, stop talking. Look at you. And I'm going to turn the lights off, set an alarm for like 3:30 in the morning, and then drift off to sleep looking at my little Christmas tree, and it'll be nice. I need to feel a little bit of Christmas spirit. I did feel that Christmas spirit when I was giving my little gifts to my coworkers. They're super, super nice. And I have little teeny things I want to give our 2 chasers tomorrow. We'll be in a 321 tomorrow. So I got them both little teeny somethings to say thank you, and Merry Christmas. So tonight, I went for the first time. I've been flying. This video is all over the place. Tonight, I went to the hotel restaurant here in Atlanta. And for the first time in almost 2 years, I bought a meal. I bought dinner at a hotel. I have not once purchased food at a hotel outside of a chocolate bar or something. Um, I didn't pack a lunch. I was just so tired. I was just so fatigued. I didn't pack food. I've managed to eat from the airplane and at the airport, but I've never purchased a meal at the hotel, a layover hotel. It always feels like a ridiculous splurge, but the discount was pretty good, so I had a really good carbonara with chicken tonight. Tomorrow, what's going on tomorrow? Tomorrow is I'm flying to, we're going to Houston and then we're going to Atlanta. We'll be in a 321. I'll be lead, which is up in front. My job is to communicate with the flight deck. I'll do service, the first 5 rows, a hand service. And I'll do trash and I do my announcements, turn lights on and off, that kind of thing. So it's not really the hardest job, thank God, because I have a feeling I'm going to get like 4 hours sleep. I have a feeling. So that's tomorrow. I'll get into Las Vegas about 10:30 in the morning, meaning I'll be home by about 11:30. I get to hopefully see Buddy and have him come in, hang out for the day. I'll be hopefully sleeping most of the day as Christmas, in that I have a flight out Christmas night where my show time is 8:50 tomorrow night. So I have about 10 hours, just about 10 hours between these 2 trips. This is one of the trips I picked up, so I'm just grateful for the money because it's gonna mean like enough money that I can actually maybe pay off one of my 2 credit cards because I probably owe like $1,100 on credit, so I'd like to pay off one of my credit cards and hopefully this trip. I picked up 3 trips this month, so I'm hoping to be able to pay off one of those 2 credit cards. So we'll see. Cross your fingers. But I do need a laptop. So I'm probably gonna have to buy one of those soon. The bottom 2 rows, the bottom 2 rows of my keys don't work most of the time. I have to hit the key again and again and again until it hits. And then of course I've got 30 of them. So I did buy a laptop probably 3 weeks ago, a month ago. And then I returned it the next day because it was impractical of me to spend the money. So this trip, picking up 3 trips will probably, hopefully, next paycheck allow me to pay off one of my smaller credit cards and maybe buy a new laptop. So we'll see. So that's what happened yesterday and today. A little thought, and I've been talking for 13 minutes, so it's not too bad for me. A couple of thoughts about Vlogmas. I loved it. I don't know. I know some of you loved it. Some of you watch it. But I loved it. The biggest impact I think Vlogmas had on me is that knowing that I was going to film something every day. On that day, I'm not filming 2 or 3 days before, a week before, and then posting it for Vlogmas. I'm filming something every day before midnight, wherever I am. And filming something every day and thinking about what am I going to share today? What am I, hopefully what information or what I share with you, or what you find valuable. But I've been thinking every day, I've been mindful, that's the word I'm looking for. I've been mindful of each day. During the course of my day, I would be much more aware of my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, because I was going to report to you as to what happened that day. And it really seemed to make me responsible for myself and my thoughts and my actions. So it really just made me very, very mindful. And I looked for the good in each day, because I don't want to come on this channel and be pissy and moany about, oh, I didn't sleep enough last night, so I wasn't able to treat my guests with respect. You know, what's that? I wanted to look for something positive. I wanted to look for something good each day. And that's not always my MO. That's not my native language. I try my best to be the best person I can, but this past Vlogmas has really made me look for the good in each day and help me look for the better part of me each day. And boy, it's been really nice. It's been really amazing. It feels wonderful. So even if I don't film as often as I have during Vlogmas, I'm thinking of buying a calendar with some space on each for each day, and maybe just writing a couple thoughts down every day in that calendar. Now knowing that I can be consistent with something like this, filming for 25 days in a row, 24 days in a row so far. I think I could probably do something with, like, not a journal so much, but maybe a calendar. So we'll see. We'll see. But I have found Vlogmas to be incredibly valuable to me in a sort of a spiritual way, and I'm so grateful for it. Really, it's been a heck of a lot more than, hey, look at how fabulous my life is. Look at me on Instagram. It's been much more inward for me. And I just love it. And hopefully, one or two things I've said during the course of the month has made you think about something in a positive way or do something positive. A reminder, I still have my giveaway that's going on till tomorrow night. You can still enter until tomorrow night. Pacific Coast time, just to give you a couple extra hours. So go back and look at my first giveaway video, which is probably a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Look at that video and enter if you'd like. So I'll be doing that giveaway. I'll be drawing the winner on January 1st. So Vlogmas was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I'm probably more likely to film videos in the future a little bit more often. In the past, I would wait between filming something because I didn't think I had anything important to share, any truly vital information that you needed to know about living the life of a flight attendant. But now, having seen some response to Vlogmas, which has been much more about me, my daily thoughts, which are always about the cat. But yeah, so I'm probably more likely to film videos just about me and my life as a flight attendant, and just me and my life, and some random thoughts. If I'm just going to post a video that's just random thoughts, hey, this is what happened today in my life, I'll try and include that in the video so that you're not expecting something of a flight attendant video with useful information about, testing or passing an interview or something. So my titles will be much more specific when it comes to real valuable information you should know about getting this job or having this job, keeping this job. Vital. I'll try to make it a little bit more obvious in the title, the subjects of these videos. And tomorrow, waking up bright and early, like 3:30 a.m. So I should say dark and early because it's so dark out. Flying to Vegas, like I said, I'll be there late morning, sleeping all day with Buddy, hopefully, then flying out for another 3-day trip. Then I'm back for 2 days. I've got one more 3-day before New Year's. I come back New Year's Eve. I'm off New Year's Day and the 2nd. And there you go. That's December 24th. I want to thank... I hope I thank you guys enough. I am so grateful for so grateful for each and every one of you for having spent this time with me during this past year, for every comment you've written, every thumbs up. I think when I get home tomorrow, part of what I'm going to do tomorrow is show you, cover some of the analytics from my channel to share what information I've gleaned over the course of the year. And I think it's interesting. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And at some point, if not tomorrow for the last day of Vlogmas, if not tomorrow, between Christmas and New Year's, I want to do a video breaking down my last paycheck of the year. um, which I think would be interesting to see what I made this year. Last year, which was not a full complete year for me in terms of income, I did not make a lot of money. It was hard last year. This year feels like it's been much more lucrative, but I've been spending more money on doing things like going to see the Grand Canyon and going to Daiso and spending money that I would not have had last year. So while I'm still while I'm still penniless, I made a lot more money. So I'm looking forward to seeing what my income was for the course of the year, and I'll share that information with you. I don't know of any other YouTuber, flight attendant, that will share exactly what they earn, because I'm going to tell you whatever I can see about the breakdown. I'm going to tell you, because I think if I were going to become a flight attendant, particularly if you're middle aged or if you've got bills and you think, can I really even do this? It'll be good information to have. All right, so I've been talking now for almost 22 minutes. Thank you again for watching. I love you guys. I really, really do. I treasure. All right, I can keep talking and talking about how much I'm grateful. Just let it be known that I think you're all wonderful. Thank you very much. I treasure each and every one of you. I hope you have a great night. If you celebrate Christmas, I wish you all of the peace and love that you can handle and more. And if you can't handle as much love and peace as I wish for you, take all the extra love and peace and pass it on to somebody else. Okay? And you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right? Good night. Fly safe.